What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? It's your man Mike, back again for another live stream. I thank God I'm here today. It was a crazy morning, but we here. The ball was just kicked. Let me just go ahead and see who could make the live stream real quick. How's everybody doing today on this Sunday? This game, Ohio State versus Michigan, is being held in Michigan, so they got the home field advantage. But guys, give me 1 second. I'm gonna do something real quick. I'm just contacting the team members to see who's going to be available to call this game with me. And if nobody is available, I'll just do it myself. You know what I mean? All right, let's see. You see it? Do you see it? Oh, okay, yeah, because man, it was, bro, this morning was one of the worst mornings ever. But man, I did everything at the last minute, man. Thank God. You know, I made it on, man. But yeah, man, I'm gonna see if I could get a hold of Aaron real quick. I'm gonna be right back. All right, let's see if I can get a hold of Aaron real quick. Let me see something real quick. All right. So yeah, Jay, Aaron, yeah, I appreciate it, Jay. But yeah, Aaron said that he's on his way to his sister's house. So he said he'll try to make it on. But man, Jay, like this morning, man, it was unbelievable, man. But I thought I had saved the thumbnails to my desktop. You know what I mean? I thought I had set it up, and I woke up early, but somebody came to my house unannounced, and it just was a whole thing this morning. But I'm here. You know, we're here, so that's all that matters for this game. But I'm confident Ohio State's gonna win. It's no question in my mind that Ohio State's going to win. The only thing Ohio State has to do, which they stop the run every time, so they just gotta just stop that little guy from Michigan. He's pretty good, the running back from Michigan. That's all they really have. So, and then they got that quarterback that's been running his mouth the whole season. Uh, he's been promising a victory against Ohio State, but he's gonna get taken care of. It's no way Michigan can win this game. If Michigan wins this game today, then I guess Ohio State won't play in the Big Ten championship. That's the only bad news about it. But head to head, Michigan has a new coach, and he's 2-0 against Ohio State. But the reason why we can't afford to lose to Michigan today, Jay, is because don't tell me you're one of those people, Jay, that don't use the M's, man. Come on, man. Don't tell me you're one of those. You know how, like, in gang banging, like, some people, when it comes to gang banging, some people won't say the C. Like, the Bloods, they don't, you know about that. They don't use the C, and then the Crips don't use the B or whatever. I mean, come on, man. Like, I saw a video on Facebook the other day, and some somebody went around campus on Ohio State. I don't know if it was just like I don't know if it permanently, like, I don't know if they went around campus and they permanently crossed out all the M's on campus. I don't know if they did that like permanently or if they just did it for the video that they did, but it was pretty radical, man. They took out all the M's across campus. They spray painted, um, they put an X across all the M's across campus, and it's like it's just a game, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna go through all that for this game, especially when I'm not getting anything out of it. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. And you know what, Jay? To be honest with you, man, I should be doing stream yards, but I'm a next year we're gonna have by the start of the football season. I'm gonna make a promise that every time I go live, it's gonna be on StreamYard. So it's gonna be StreamYards. So you guys are gonna be able to come up starting next season when the season starts. We're gonna do StreamYard. So by then, we should have a large audience, or at least a decent sized audience, where you guys can come up and we'll just do everything audio and versus the chat. We've used the chat for the last 2 years now, so it's time to graduate to the live stream and bringing you guys up, and then bringing whoever wants to come up. You know what I mean? That's more fun. Yeah, exactly. You man, like when I start this YouTube channel, man, I just wanted to just kind of start small, start slow. This is the 4th year, and we've been doing the games the last 2 years, and it's got a pretty good response. So next season we're going to take it to a higher level, and we should have more streams going on, way more videos, pre-recorded, everything. So yeah, man, next year we're gonna definitely, it's gonna be rocket, man. It's gonna be the big house literally going on, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, to cross out all the M's with the spray paint across Ohio State campus, man, that's childish. That's really childish if you ask me or whatever. That's not even that's not presidential. That's not do something great. That's not the Ohio State theme, but hey, it is what it is, man. But yeah, basically, surprisingly, Michigan did good this season, man. They had a lot of scandals at beat Michigan week. You know what I'm saying? People don't know about that, man, but the whole week, for people who are out there, curious about the situation about this Ohio State versus Michigan on Ohio State campus, and then Ohio State, they have a whole week dedicated to this game and just to beat Michigan. So a week long thing. Beat Michigan, so it's dedicated to just school spirit. But yeah, basically for this situation or whatever, the reason why we can't lose to Michigan today, and we can't lose to Michigan next year is because Ohio State's trying to win not one championship, which they did last year. They're trying to win 2 and 3, and the reason that is because we have the best player in college football, which is Jeremiah Smith. So, oh, it's only the first half, Jay. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not. The first half is just kind of like it's just kind of like it's it's going to come down to the second half, man. This is just song and dance in the first half. So I'm not concerned about this situation. Michigan's going to come out playing hard. Michigan's going to come out. Now that was his first interception that he threw. He was going to Jeremiah Smith, which they knew. They knew that he was going to dial up Jeremiah Smith, and you know, uh, you know, the double team was there. So actually, 3 people was in the area. So, but no, I'm not even worried about that. I mean, it's an on the road game, and I'm predicting the score is gonna be. I'm predicting. I'm predicting like 21-14, something like that, because it's on the road or whatever. And it's on the road, Jay, and also um, it's pressure on Ohio State. And when the pressure's on, you know what they say, pressure bust pipes. So um, Ohio State's team is way better than Michigan's team. It's not even close. So um, they just have to just stay calm. Ohio State's just gotta stay calm, let the game, settle into the game. Don't worry about all that other stuff, and just relax. Like, this game is just, you just gotta just relax. It's an important game, but it's just another game. That's how they gotta look at it, man. They can't get caught up in all the noise, as they say. So um, yeah, I mean, like I said, Michigan's gonna come out swinging, and they're gonna come out going hard and everything like that. But like I said, man, they just have to just settle down. And if Michigan's gonna score, let Michigan score. But they just gotta just play Ohio. If they play Ohio State football, Michigan's gonna. It's no way they could beat Ohio State. It's just, this is an emotional game. It's like if you see your ex fiance or your ex wife, you know what I mean, and you see her with another guy. It's something like that, you know what I mean. It's just something where it's ego involved, and it's emotional. It's jealousy also. So jealousy is a part of this whole situation. But back to what I was saying or whatever, the reason why Ohio State can't lose this game, and they can't lose next season, and really they gotta kind of get the monkey off the shoulder, because if we can't beat Michigan, that's one loss every season, right? And Indiana's getting really strong. Indiana's getting really powerful. Oregon is in the Big Ten now. Oregon is Oregon. You see what I'm saying? Also, you have USC, which USC is back. USC is trying to rebuild. USC hasn't been doing anything since Reggie Bush. That's 20 years ago, basically. And then you have what's the other team? Oh, then you have Michigan. So those 4 teams are competing for Big Ten supremacy, and it's only two slots. Number one and number two. Not everybody's gonna be invited to the party, so they can't afford to lose to Michigan every year because that's one loss. If you look right now, Jay, and football fans, if you look at Alabama, look at Georgia, two losses. You know what I'm saying? Like it's only 12 spots for the playoff for college football playoff, and two losses get you pretty much get you up out of here. You know what I mean? So you can only nowadays you can only lose one loss if you want to try to make it into the college football playoff. So if if you say that Michigan counts as one loss, then we can't lose to none of those premier teams. We can't lose to um, you know, we can't lose a Big Ten championship because if we lose a Big Ten championship, that's two losses. So we're facing a situation where Michigan is literally gonna be our kryptonite. So that just means we have to work harder every year. We got to work harder. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, but last year's championship was impressive because they went through Texas, they went through all those teams. You know what I'm saying? They went through Oregon. You don't want to put yourself in a situation like that every year, man. You don't want to have to always be starting from coming from behind. It's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of it is good luck and good timing, but you don't want to be in that situation where you can't beat Michigan. Like we shouldn't be able to lose to Michigan this season and next season because if if that's yeah, they won the championship, Jay, but no team in the history of college sports, in particular college football, has won three in a row. Miami almost did it in the '80s. The University of Miami, they did it actually, but against the Irish, they called it that touchdown back. They called it back, so Miami didn't get the credit for that third championship. USC almost did it with Reggie Bush, but the guy from Texas, Vince Young stopped Reggie Bush from getting three. And hold on a second. So yeah, Georgia almost did it. I think in 2020, 2021, they almost did a three-peat, I believe. Alabama almost did a three-peat. So no team has ever won three in a row. So, well, yeah, like I said, man, it's pressure. It's pressure. Ryan Day, to be honest with you, he's not the best coach. In my opinion, my the best coach is what's his name from Georgia. I can't think of his name right now, but the Georgia coach is the best coach in college football. But Ryan Day has climbed the ranks, and Ryan Day, I would say, top five. But it's just a situation where he's not the first Ohio State coach that couldn't beat Michigan. Guys from Columbus and Aaron and Tile, used to say that Cooper, I believe Cooper couldn't beat Michigan, so he lost his job. Cooper lost his job as the Ohio State coach. But if you win a championship, that's what the goal is to be crowned king, to be crowned King James or whatever. But yeah, if you can't beat Michigan, it should be fired. To be honest with you, because we can't afford to lose to Michigan every season. But nah, this team right here, if any team could beat Michigan, it's this Ohio State team. This team on defense has shut down all teams all during the season. On offense, we got the best receiving core. I mean, we got a really good running group. So we got a great freshman quarterback. I mean, he hasn't really turned the ball over all season. So it's probably going to be a low scoring game. I'm thinking like I'm thinking as long as we can get the victory. So it may be 27-21, 27-15, something like that. It's not going to be over 30. I can tell you that for a fact. It's not going to be over 30. It's definitely going to be somewhere like about 21, 25, in my opinion. So, but that's the introduction to this Ohio State Michigan game. This is a situation where um, you're just gonna have to just calm down and wait until the second half, and then we're gonna really start to see who's who, whatever, and that's just that, man. Keep your fingers crossed. Yeah, Columbus is probably quiet. Like Columbus is probably quiet right now. But I'm gonna tell you one thing: if they lose this game, it's not gonna be quiet, man. It's gonna be riots, man. Like they're gonna have to call the riot patrol because people's gonna be walking down High Street screaming and stuff like that if they lose this game. Okay, Aaron. I think Aaron. Let me see. Yeah, I'm just trying to see what Aaron's talking about. But yeah, this game they just gotta just slow it down. Right now the adrenaline is high and they just gotta just relax. This is a 10 round fight. This is a 12 round fight. It's not going to be decided. This is a Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson will come out there. What I mean, trying to knock out in the first round. It's not that type of situation. This isn't like to kind of like bring it close to home or whatever. If you remember Kobe Bryant, rest in peace to Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant, when the Lakers lost to the Pistons, Charles Barkley asked Kobe Bryant, how come he gave up? How come he didn't shoot the ball? Because Kobe Bryant was selfish. He loved to shoot the ball, and he said, man, like some teams you can beat just by a quick knockout, or you can't really beat the team by scoring a whole bunch of points. Some teams, when like take Stephen Curry for example, when you see Stephen Curry shooting those long threes and they go in one, two, three, it just rips out your heart because you're just like, you're looking up and you see the ball going in from long range. It just does something to your psyche. But but yeah, Kobe Bryant, when he scored 81 points against the Raptors, when Kobe Bryant scored 81 points, the Raptors were kind of like a young team. They was in disarray. So when Kobe went out there and he just started firing up shots, he broke their confidence. So they couldn't. So what Charles Barkley would have said, what they would have did when a guy starts making shots like that, when a guy, you know, as they say, is on fire, you got to just give them a tough foul to kind of get them out the zone. So when someone's in the zone, like you just foul them hard, or you just kind of give him some type of roughage to kind of like take him off his out of the zone. So that's what the bad boy Pistons used to do back in when Jordan was younger. But yeah, Kobe Bryant was just saying that some teams you can't beat by scoring and scoring and scoring. You have to just basically grind it out. And the Pistons were that team in the early 2000s where you know they had Tajon Prince, they had uh, what's that guy's name? I can't think of him, but he was like he used to have an afro. Like that was a hard team to beat. So this is this type of situation right now. You're not gonna beat Michigan in the first half. You're gonna have to just grind it out, grind it out, grind it out, and that's just all this is, Jay. So I'm not even concerned about this game. I know when we did the live stream 2 years ago and we were watching the Michigan game and Ohio State lost, I was surprised. But this team that Ohio State has is a lot better than that team that lost to Michigan last season, or really the last 2 seasons. So I'm not even concerned. The only concern I kind of have is Ohio State's quarterback because he's only a freshman. So he's never been in a situation like this where, the pressure, but he's been good all season. In fact, the Big Ten awards are coming out in a couple weeks, so they're gonna give out the awards for the best freshman, best receiver, best linebacker, et cetera, et cetera. Just all Big Ten awards. So yeah, but you know what though? In all honesty, Jay, if you look at this season and you saw what happened to Michigan the first 4 games, or he was suspended. He was actually suspended for those games, and they still won. I didn't think, to be honest with you, I didn't think Michigan was gonna only have 2 losses this season. I thought Michigan was gonna have at least 4 losses. I predicted 4 losses this season because they were suspended, and it's just been a lot of stuff going on that team. But hey, man, they had heart, man. I can't take that away from Michigan. They had heart, and they've only lost 2 games. So to me, that's amazing. That they only lost 2 games. I'm really surprised. I thought they were going to lose at least 4 or 5 games. I didn't even honestly. I thought at best Michigan would kind of just make it to be 500, and if they made it to be 500, then that would have been a decent season. But they actually they only lost 2 games, so that says a lot right there. But yeah, everybody, thanks for tuning in to Time for a Change, the Sports Edition. And then we repping for the Big Ten. We love all the teams. We love Oregon. We love Indiana. We love USC. We love all the teams because this is the Big Ten conference. But in particular, I went to Ohio State, and everybody on the team went to Ohio State. So, we're repping for our school. That's just the facts. But, we're not biased. We're going to just keep it real and call it for what it is. So, Yeah, Jack. I tell you, man. Like, okay, so how it works, right? If the game is not licensed, well, it's on a break right now. They went to a TV break. If that's what you're asking, yeah, it's a commercial break right now. So, but I would have thought that this game would have been on like regular TV, like Channel 6 or something like that. But maybe it's not. Maybe Fox is not a CBS or ABC. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I thought it was regular. I thought it was regular TV. But but yeah, guys, this is Time for Change, and my name is Mike. We're 1/4 of the Time for Change edition, and yeah, well, it's a commercial right now. It's on a commercial break, but when you stream it on YouTube and it's not a officially licensed stream, YouTube. So basically, like when it's a big game or every college football Saturday, YouTube sends out. I don't know if it's the people who work at YouTube, the humans, or I don't know if it's a bot. But what happens is they just go around pulling people's live streams down. Like if you're streaming the game and you don't have if you're not through Fox or if you're not Fox directly, you don't have permission to stream the game. So they just go around like just go. YouTube sends us people out and they just go spying on people's channels that are going live, like this channel. You know, they come to my channel and they look to see that if I'm streaming, uh, and if I was, they just take the channel down. They take the video down. So what you gotta do is you just gotta keep on clicking on different videos. But you know, it's to me, it's just tacky like that. You know, I'd rather just go to the bar. And you know, tonight, Jay, Messi, Inter Miami. You know, so far, kind of taking a break from college football. Inter Miami is playing New York down here at 6 o'clock in Fort Lauderdale, and if they win this game, they go to the finals to compete for the championship. So it's a crazy day, man. Like that game is at 6 o'clock, and it's gonna be so crazy down here, man. Like I would go over there, but I got so much stuff I gotta do. I mean, I'm gonna be over on that side of town. I gotta make a few runs over there, but it's gonna be crazy in Fort Lauderdale, man, because all the New Yorkers are coming down, and well, they're already here, and hopefully Inter Miami could win. So, and hopefully they could win the championship. So that'd be really dope, you know. But but yeah, man. This game is it's been looking like a good game, man. Looks like Michigan's really locked in, and you know, Michigan's job is to, like you said, Jay, to be the spoiler, man, to spoil Ohio State's dreams and aspirations of being that N word. You know what I mean? I don't want to say the word, but that's just what it is. So, all right, guys, I'm looking at everything. I'm checking the metrics. Looks like everything's set up correctly. YouTube told me that everything is excellent. All right, so we're all set up. And what I did was I restarted my computer. I restarted my computer before I hit the live. It looks like it's snowing, Jay. It looks like it's light snow, man. I don't know if you can see the snow. It looks like it's light snow. Man, come on, man. That was a touchdown for Ohio State. It's unbelievable. But but yeah, it's pretty cold up there. Pretty cold. Yeah, well, it's not really a hard snow, but it's like a little. It's not even really flurries, but you can kind of see. You just kind of see the. You kind of see that it's starting to pick up, and wow, Ohio State's going to kick a field goal. Wow, man, Michigan. Hey, man, Michigan people are jumping up and down, man. Oh my God, they think that they're gonna beat Ohio State, man. Man, Michigan's, hey, they hype, man. They fans are hype. Yeah, that's crazy, man. That is crazy, 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 crazy. Oh man, what a life! 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 But yeah, happy holidays, everybody out there. Happy holidays from Time for a Change. Hey man, we got a lot of good things coming up on the channel. Yeah, because they told them take down the video. I'm telling you, Jay. Like they, YouTube sent the person a notice. You know, YouTube just goes around evicting people on today, man. They just go out passing out cease and desist letters, and uh, they tell you take down the video. So you know that's just what they do, man. Like when it's football Saturdays, there you go, man. YouTube's got a vicious police crew, man. Like they don't play around, man. It's I guess because YouTube has so much money that when people do stuff like that, it's costing YouTube money. I don't know. I don't work for YouTube, but I believe that when you play a song, whatever, and you don't have the license, you have to pay for it, and that's why YouTube, you can't play music. It's just, it's a lot of politics, man. With if you play music, then the company wants YouTube to pay them for playing their music, so it's all a money grab at the end of the day. But hey, man, this is time for change. We're not really worrying about what everybody else is doing. But yeah, man, Michigan's pumped. The fan base is pumped, and and the way how this Ohio State team is, they punish you, and then once the third quarter comes, they don't have any legs anymore. The other side, they're too tired. Yeah, I don't see Aaron. I don't know what Aaron's got going on. All right, let me see something real quick. But but yeah, I think the big house, Jay. Actually, the big house is, I believe, to be honest, it's the largest arena in America. I think when it comes to like stadiums out of all the colleges. I think the Big House is the largest stadium, if I'm not mistaken. I think so, cause and we're gonna do a video about that. We're gonna talk about the largest stadiums. It's a lot of things I want to do, but there's only 24 hours in a day. But but yeah, the Big House, I believe it's the largest stadium, and I think in the world, I think it's like top five or something like that. Like as far as like you know, I don't know. But yeah, if OSU loses this game, then that means that right, yeah, pretty much. And then I think the University of Texas has a stadium that's top five or number two. I can't really remember. I got it on paper somewhere. I just don't have it with me, right at this moment. But yeah, so far I would say Michigan's winning this game so far. Not just the score, but just the momentum. Um, Michigan has the momentum, and I'm looking at the actual coaching match. I'm looking to see, is Ryan Day being out coached? I'm looking at that. I'm looking at I'm looking at the fan participation, the six man, which is the fan participation. I'm looking at that, and I'm just looking at the body language of the players. I'm looking at the body language of. Oh, by the way, AJ, North Carolina is undefeated in basketball. I was watching. I was watching Duke a couple of nights ago, and UNC's undefeated. I think they're undefeated. If not, they lost. They just lost one game. But Duke looks pretty good this year in basketball. They got Carlos Boozer's son, his two sons, but his older son or the taller son, man, he's going. Bro, he's so good. He might be better than Flag Cooper. You know what I'm saying? But the season just started, so I don't really start looking at basketball until January type of thing. But yeah, back to this game. 31 seconds in the first quarter. Hopefully it stays that way. Go Hills. Who's so yeah, let me go see if they're still undefeated. Because I know that coach, his job is on the line. Because UNC ain't been doing that hot. But let me go see. Let me go see what's going on with that. Okay. All right, let me see something real quick. Ah, oh, man, not that, not that, not that. Let me see something real quick. Okay, North Carolina. Let me see. Yeah, North Carolina. Yep, they lost to Michigan State. It was a pretty bad loss, actually. It was 74-58. So UNC is not undefeated anymore. But they did beat Kansas, the University of Kansas. That was the second game. That was a big victory. They won by about 9, 10 points. So, but maybe this is the year for UNC. But yeah, guys, I praise God that I'm here today. I didn't think I was going to be able to make this live stream, but praise God, I got there just in time. The game started. I think it started at like 12:30. When it was supposed to start at 12 o'clock. So it gave me a little bit more time to be able to make this live stream. So that's pretty much what it is. Let me see. Yep. So it's a commercial break right now. Oh man, I feel like a good IHOP breakfast, man. I feel like some pancakes. I feel like a nice omelet, and I might just do that at 3:30 once the game is over. Once the game is over. Pretty much. I'm trying to think, what do I have to eat snack wise that I could kind of snack on real quick. I don't know. I don't have. I don't have any muffins. Oh, I know. I know what I can get. Hey, Jay, hold on a second, man. I'm gonna be right back. Give me like 1 minute. I'll be right back. Oh, Aaron. Aaron, you in the building, Aaron? Hey, Jay, Aaron's in the building, man. What's going on, Aaron? Yeah, we got the team in the building. We got Arian Harris. Man, Aaron gets so fired up for these games, man. AJ Aaron said that him and his brother-in-law they be at it or whatever. Yeah, Aaron, I was telling Jay, man, next season we're gonna have when college football season starts up next year, we're gonna definitely have StreamYard set up. Without a question, uh, starting in August next year, we're gonna be doing StreamYards. We're gonna have everybody live. We're gonna have a group of people, talking. So I feel like with YouTube, people who are interested in doing YouTube or having a platform of some type of size, you gotta kind of just take your time with it. You know what I mean? Like it's no shortcuts. Like this is the fourth year. Next month will be January the 10th makes it year number 5. So the channel graduated, and we're on year number 5. So it takes about 5 or 6 years before your channel really takes off, depending on how much time you have, how many videos you put out. But it's hard, man. YouTube is a very difficult thing, and it takes a lot of time. If you don't have the time to really uh, grow your channel gradually, it's just not going to work out. You're going to have to go back to the drawing board and um, and give yourself a chance, basically. You know, you can't cheat success. It takes time. So, but I feel good. You know, we put out 100 videos over the last 4 years, and I feel like the body of work speaks for itself. So I'm really hyped up about it. Soon we're gonna be starting a second channel. If Ohio State loses this game, Ryan Day is the one that you gotta look at. Ryan Day is nothing more, nothing less. Jay Ryan Day. Ryan Day is to blame because he got out coached. It's just that simple, And if you ask me, so far, which is only the first half, uh, yeah. Hey man, Jeremiah Smith just dialed up. You know, like I said, as long as you got Jeremiah Smith, man. So as long as you got Jeremiah Smith. Oh man. Oh man. He sold that guy a dream. Man, Jeremiah Smith. Man, Jeremiah Smith is just funny, man. That guy, man, he just be making the defenders just look so stupid, man. Man, Jeremiah Smith, man, man. Ah, man, that was funny, man. Bro, I kid you not, man. Jeremiah Smith, it's like he's playing basketball, man. It's like he's playing basketball, man. He he told the defender, "I'm gonna go this way," and then the defender went to try to like stop him, and then he just went the other way, and then he tried to grab him, and then he just ran past him, man. Man, if Jeremiah Smith don't win the Heisman Trophy, man, I'm gonna go crazy on YouTube, man. If Jeremiah Smith don't win the Heisman, man, the guy's amazing, man. The guy is amazing, man. If it wasn't for Jeremiah Smith, we wouldn't be in this position that we're in when it comes to the success at OSU with the team, man. Jeremiah Smith is just. I told you, Jay. I told you, man. That's why they call it the big house, man. It's called the big house. But yeah, man, that was a beautiful touchdown, man. I wish I could have recorded it. I mean, I thought that's good because he was inside the cone, like the cone or whatever. Once you cross, once you cross inside the cone, yeah. Once you go across the cone, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you go out. I don't know. I'm not a referee, but I thought once you go past the cone, it's a touchdown. Or if you touch the cone, it's a touchdown. So I'm a basketball man, so I don't know. I'm more into basketball, but yeah, fam. OSU took the lead, and that was funny, man. We're gonna do, hey man, we're gonna do some Jeremiah Smith videos, man. We gotta get Jeremiah Smith the Heisman. We gotta put some videos. So I'm gonna try to put out something this week actually about Jeremiah Smith. So look out for those Jeremiah Smith videos. It's just so much to talk about in the football world. But I don't know. Aaron's I don't know where Aaron's at, man. But that was a beautiful touchdown by Jeremiah Smith. I tell you what, Michigan ain't firing that. Nah, man. Like he knows what he's doing. He's actually a really good coach. We did a video last year about Shamar Moore, and he knows what he's talking about. The players like him. The players respond to him. So it's no need to do nothing like that to fire the coach. It's not even that's not even anything to even consider. Wait, Jay, hold on a second, man. I gotta go get some refreshments. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. Give me like literally 30 seconds. 30 seconds. I'll be right back. Hey guys, welcome to Time for Change. We're going hard. This is a good game so far. We have 62 new. What did she? What did she say? Wow. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in for Time for a Change, the sports edition. We got 63 people who have seen this live stream. Hey guys, thank you guys for dialing in. We got a lot to talk about moving forward on this network and this channel. So we're gonna be covering the Indiana game. That's my goal. We're gonna be here for the Big Ten championship game, and it better be Ohio State playing in that game. It better be Ohio State versus Indiana. So we're gonna be streaming that game. I'm gonna be giving you all the inside information. It'll give me more time to get the stats. We're gonna talk about that coach from Indiana. I'm gonna try to put out a video about the coach and my views on that coach. And this is gonna be your one stop for 411 information when it comes to sports in general. We cover college football, NFL. We're gonna bring a lot more NBA stuff coming in, a lot more college basketball. Hold on a second. All right. Right. I mean, when you look at the situation, Jay, Michigan won the national championship 2 years ago, but it's just been a lot of scandal, and that don't have anything to do with Coach Moore, but a lot of people, a lot of people have a lot of bad things to say about Michigan since that championship. I don't know if it's jealousy, but a lot of people are basically condemning Michigan, and they want Michigan to kind of turn into USC, how USC had a lot of sanctions, and when USC was hit with all these violations, and it pretty much ruined USC for 20 years. So that's what they're kind of calling for when it comes to Michigan. So it's a tough job, you know what I mean, coaching Michigan. Just like the coach for Penn State. If you look at that situation after the Penn State legend coach got found with that scandal, he came in, I think it was 2015 or 14. He came in and, he uplifted Penn State. And, people forgot about the scandal 10 years later, but I don't think he deserved to be fired. I did the video, I just haven't put it out yet. But he found a job at Virginia Tech, so he's coaching the Penn State coach. He's coaching at Virginia Tech, which Virginia Tech is a second tier school, but he didn't deserve to be fired from Penn State. Penn State was one season away from getting into that category of Ohio State and Oregon. They were one season away, and they fired the coach. I don't think it was right. I don't think it was fair that they fired him because, real quickly, to talk about it, and I'm not going to talk too much about it because I did the video. The video is going to be out next week, or I guess this week. Coming into the season 2025-2026 season, Penn State was actually ranked number 2. They said that Penn State had all this firepower, 2 of the best running backs in the Big Ten, um, 2 running backs in the top 5. They had the quarterback coming back. Um, they just rated Penn State too high. Like, Penn State wasn't that good. I mean, it was a better Penn State team from a recruiting standpoint, but they made Penn State sound better than what they really were. So when Penn State lost that Oregon game, which that game was close, they started really talking bad about Penn State, and Penn State wasn't going to win the national championship, man. Penn State wasn't going to win a national championship this season. It wasn't going to happen. And they lost a few other games, but the season for Penn State was next season. That was the season where whether or not the quarterback could go to the NFL or stay at Penn State, you would have more guys coming in to where next season Penn State would only lost 2 games. But if the powers that be at Penn State thought that Penn State was going to win a national championship this season, it just wasn't going to happen. So they played themselves by thinking that Penn State was going to win a national championship. It wasn't going to happen. So, but shouts out to the coach from Penn State. You know, he did a really he did the damn thing, and he did a really good job. And he got paid. You know, he got a good payday. So it is what it is. What's up, Aaron? You back? Yeah, man. That touchdown by Jeremiah Smith, man, that was funny, man. That was funny, man. Man, I laughed so hard, Aaron, when I saw that, man. It was hilarious. It was really hilarious. Really hilarious. But yeah, so Aaron, Ohio State has the lead, man. Aaron's funny, man. Aaron, why are you so emotional, man, about sports, man? You got Aaron, you got really emotional, man, when it comes to sports. The Detroit Lions, Cincinnati Bengals, Ohio State Buckeyes. You got really emotional about those teams, man. But yeah, Detroit's gonna have to get a new quarterback, man. They can't. Detroit's never gonna live up to their top billing if they keep Golf or whatever. It's a Golf, whatever his name is. They gotta get rid of him, man. Or at least they gotta kind of like make. If they can't bring in a new quarterback, they just gotta find somebody else, man. Because he panics, man. Like when it's time for the big spotlight games and like pressure, and he just chokes under pressure, man. Detroit's got a really good running back. They got good receivers. This is the time now where give them one more season, but next season they got to go somewhere else. Detroit's got to go somewhere else, man, and get another quarterback. That's just as simple as what it is, because the team, you can see that the team wants to go farther than just making it to the playoffs. They want to go at least to try to make the Super Bowl, but they'll never get that far with that with that quarterback that they have. I'm just being honest. Aaron, you know who wore number 25? You know who wore number 25 before Jackson? Since your OSU is your L, your your Ohio State your blood. Do you know who wore 25? Who was the last great running back that wore number? Well, I'm not gonna say he was great, but people just didn't give him the credit that he deserved. And I had a class with him. Aaron, do you know the last um, good OSU running back that wore number 25? Can you remember? Since you're such an Ohio State fan, do you remember? Well, the last great, or he was a decent running back. Since I don't think you remember, but his name was Pittman. I think it was Antonio Pittman, and that was from 2000 and I believe 2006. I had a class of him, but I transferred out the class. So yeah, he was in the class that I was in. Pittman. I don't know if Pittman made it to the NFL or not. I don't think so. I don't think he made it to the NFL, but he wore number 25, if I'm not mistaken. Um, I would say this, Aaron. I would say the momentum has changed in the game. Ohio State has settled down. The game has slowed down, and you know, it's to be expected. It's in Michigan's home arena, so it's not gonna be just a cakewalk game. You know what I mean? Like, Hey Jay, you still there? So yeah, it's 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Like I told you guys, man, as long as we have Jeremiah Smith, we're gonna win every game. As long as we have Jeremiah Smith, man, we can't lose. I'm telling you, Jeremiah Smith is just the guy is the guy is he's legend, bro. Like Jeremiah Smith is legendary. As long as he's not hurt, as long as we can keep Jeremiah Smith, man, we're gonna win this championship. Nobody can stop Jeremiah Smith 101. Nobody can stop him, man. Oh, you said you found another another channel? Yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty easy when it comes to college football to find those channels, or whatever. But you gotta keep on clicking and clicking and clicking and clicking, and then once you find one, they take it down. It's like ring around the rosy, man. Like, but Jay, you having a good Thanksgiving weekend? Yeah, I think it comes out in December. I think they said it comes out in December. Yeah. Are you gonna try to go watch the Avatar movie? I don't know, man. I'm just not interested in those type of movies, man. I don't know. I mean, if I was gonna, I mean, it's a political movie from what people say, but I don't know, man. I don't I don't know. I doubt it that I'll go, but maybe I'll just go and watch it after watching another movie, but we'll see. Yeah, man. I tried Wawa peppermint milkshake. It was pretty good. Like peppermint is pretty much the holiday flavor, and it was pretty good. The Wawa peppermint. I was looking for it last month, but they didn't have it. But I went there. I went there a couple days ago, and they had it. So it was pretty awesome. Yeah. But yeah, guys, this is Mike on Time for a Change, and OSU is at the goal line. And I hope they dial up Jeremiah Smith. I hope that they want to play for Jeremiah Smith, or they can get Tate the ball. I haven't heard anything about Tate. Yeah. Okay, we got 38 seconds. You talking about Tate's on the field? Oh, Jeremiah Smith. I just seen Jeremiah Smith just now. I think that was Tate. I think Tate's number 17. I'm not too sure. Yeah, I think Tate is number 17. Hey man, I like the iPhone, man. Orange is orange is one of my favorite colors, man. When it comes to like lately, I've been rocking with orange for like the last the last 6 years. I've been wearing orange. I never used to like orange, but they've made it to where it's different types of oranges now. You have soft orange, you have um, pastel orange. Like they've really done a lot with the color orange. So I like that iPhone, man. It's an orange iPhone, man. It looks really, really nice. I've been thinking about getting it, and then also, Jay, they got I think the Pixel 9. So I do have to get a new phone. So I haven't really made up my mind like which phone is gonna be, but I'm due for an upgrade. So it's just always so many things going on out here. It's so much stuff, whatever, that you got to think about. But hey, that's life. That's life. All right. Hey guys, welcome to Time for a Change. We got 72 people who have found the channel. Hope you guys are enjoying yourself on this Saturday. Exactly. Pixel is definitely. I was definitely feeling the the one that you can kind of like fold open. So I'm not sure, man. I mean, I'm not sure, but I'll figure it out. But yeah, that's a nice phone though. The Pixel 10. It's a really dope phone. And we will be in the building next Saturday, Big Ten Championship. Hey, that's right, guys. Hit the like button. I appreciate it. Um, we at the 1 hour and 26 minute mark. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. Hey, let's get the likes up, man. Let's get this channel number one, man. That was good. That was a good touchdown. Wow, that was a good play. Yeah, that was a good play. They sucker Michigan on that play. They sucker at Michigan on that play. That was a good play. It's wild. It's wild. Yeah, Tate's number 17. I see him with his helmet off. That's Tate. I guess Aaron's gone. Hey, we're gonna do a live. We're gonna do a live party, man. Where me and Aaron, maybe all three of us will get together and do a live stream. Maybe at Aaron's house or maybe at my house. So Jay, how much did you miss of the game since you said that YouTube was giving you a tough time reviewing the game? How much did you miss? All right, guys, it's halftime. So up to the last 2 minutes of the second quarter, I didn't even know it was back on. Yeah, Fox. I don't know, man. This game should be on at 8 o'clock at night, but Fox, I guess they pay big money to get the rights to Ohio State because everybody wants their games to be on at nighttime, but it's not gonna be on for another 20 minutes or so. Yeah, it's not gonna be probably 20. I won't say 30 minutes, but it definitely it's definitely not gonna be anytime soon. So, but nah, as far as a recap of the first half, I thought Michigan came out, like any team will come out, yet alone a rival team. They came out, they played pretty hard. Yeah, Michigan came out, they came out pretty hard. And like I said, man, the difference maker is Jeremiah Smith. He's the difference maker. If Jeremiah Smith wasn't on that team, they would have never won a national championship against in Indiana. But because we had Jeremiah Smith, like the guy is, he's amazing. But yeah, it was a good first half. It was a really good first half. LeBron said, wow. LeBron James was LeBron James was hyping up Jeremiah Smith. But yeah, it's been cold down here today. It was so cold this morning. I turned off the AC. It was freezing, and it's probably it's probably 60 degrees right now. So it's pretty chilly. It's pretty chilly today in Florida, as they say, Florida. Yeah, it feels like 34, but I still got my short sleeves on. It's not cold enough to make me tap out and surrender. I'm not gonna surrender like how you gotta surrender up north. Like in Michigan and Ohio. You gotta surrender. You gotta put them long johns on. You gotta surrender. But but yeah, it was a good first half. It was just what I thought was gonna happen. I'm surprised Michigan didn't score more. I would have thought Michigan would have probably had 14, or they would have had, would have been kind of like 14, and then Ohio State would have 17. But you know, this Ohio State team, like I said, is undefeated, and this should be an undefeated season for Ohio State. That's AC weather to me. Yeah, man, it's Jay. You know who was the last great player to wear number 4 before Jeremiah Smith? You know what player used to wear number 4? Or if Aaron's still in the building, Aaron, could you tell me the last player that wore number 4? Well, the last great player, and he was great actually. He was really good. Santonio Holmes wore number 4 back. He was a part of the team that they went to the championship in '08 and '07, I believe it was. And the quarterback was, what's his name? He made it to the NFL, but he didn't really last that long. But he won the Heisman, the quarterback at Ohio State. It was Troy Smith. Troy Smith was his name. Troy Smith. Troy Smith was a quarterback, and then Santonio Holmes was a receiver, and the other receiver was Ted Ginn, and that was a really good receiving core. Actually, that was a good situation, but they just couldn't beat Florida, and they couldn't beat LSU. It was basically the SEC, So, but yeah, Santonio Holmes, he went to the NFL and he caught a game-winning touchdown on the side for the Steelers, but I think he got kicked off the team because just female issues got him kicked off the team. So yeah, that's unfortunate, man. You know, okay, Miami is doing their thing. But yeah, Jay, man, I'm starting to work out, man. Exactly. No, but a woman cost him his career. A woman. Well, actually, I can't blame the woman. I have to blame him. But even at Ohio State, he had domestic issues where they gave him. I mean, they talked to him, and he had domestic abuse problems, and when he went to the NFL, he had a situation that happened, and I believe they kicked him off the team. So, but he played for the Steelers for probably like 6 seasons, I think, or something like that. But yeah, I just thought that was terrible how his career, especially when he caught that touchdown pass for the Steelers to give them the Super Bowl. I just thought that was terrible. But that's a topic for another time. But yeah, like I tell people, man, never let a woman bring you down. Don't let anybody bring you down. But if you're a man, you never let your girlfriend, wife, or fiance, or late night friend, whatever, you never let a woman put you in a position to where it's gonna bring down your livelihood and it's gonna change the dynamic of your life. So it was sad. Pick hurts us, cost us 3 points. Aaron, you don't want Aaron, you don't want Michigan. You don't think Michigan's good enough to score? Come on, Aaron, man. Like it was a good first half, Aaron. Like it was a good first half. I told you, Aaron. As long as we have Jeremiah Smith, man, that's the difference maker. When you have Jeremiah Smith, man, we're gonna win. Exactly. And let me ask you a question. Do you remember the last impact player for Ohio State that wore number 10? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I meant um I meant 25. Sorry, I meant 25. You remember the last impact player that wore number 25? A lot of people criticize him I had a class of him. Yeah, I had a class of him at Ohio State, but I had to switch my class. But it was Antonio Pittman, the running back guy. Yeah, Pittman. A lot of people criticize Pittman, but he was alright. I don't think he. I don't think he made it to the NFL, but Pittman was okay. He was in one of my classes. But yeah, yeah, Aaron, you're right about Pittman. Yeah, I mean Troy Smith. Do you remember the last player that wore number 4 for Ohio State? Wow, that's a Buckeye guy. He's still around. Wow, that Buckeye guy is still around. I thought he was. I guess that was last decade. He used to drive around, so he's probably in his 60s by now. What, Jay, about the Buckeye guy? Yeah, he used to drive up and down High Street in that gray Ohio State car. He didn't look 70 to me in that picture. He was like, nah, he looked to me like, well, hey, maybe he could have been in his 70s. I don't know, but I remember on High Street, man, he had to be. I don't know if he was in his 50s at that point. No, I think he probably was in his 40s. But hey, I don't know. I never met him. I never talked to him or nothing like that. But I used to see him with that Caprice or Impala, whichever car it was. but maybe he is 70. So okay, it's 17-9, and it's still the if you look at the first half, if Jeremiah Smith didn't catch that ball, we will be in trouble, man. Yeah, I like to meet him, man. I like to take a picture and take a picture of him. I never seen I never seen the Buckeye guy, Brutus the Buckeye. I never seen him on the campus loop. Like he used to be on the campus loop, but I never ran into him. You know, but yeah, Jeremiah Smith, man, he's a monster, man. I mean, without Jeremiah Smith, we're nothing. I gotta be honest. Oh yeah, it just started, Jay. The game just started. It's been on for about a minute now, 2 minutes. But yeah, the game just started. Ohio State's doing good running the ball. They're actually running the ball. They're doing pretty good with getting yards. That helps a lot actually. And it's Jackson today. Oh my God, Jay, you're something else, man. Excuse me. Jay, you're a funny guy, man. Oh man. It should be easy to find it on YouTube. There's probably a lot of people who are streaming this game. Jackson's playing really well. Jackson is actually Jackson is actually carrying us. Actually, oh, you found it. Jackson might be better than Pittman was. as far as number 25. Wow, Michigan was like a pack of Wolverines on that play. But yeah, Pittman is actually, so far, I would say Pittman is the MVP for this game. Pittman has definitely helped us out tremendously today. Man, that's crazy, man. When he kicks the ball, it goes so high and it just stays in the air. It's crazy. Man, like you face left, you kick the ball left, the wind just carries it right. It's tough. It's tough. So far, so good for Ohio State. A win is a win. This has been a very ugly game, but hey, I take the W. That's all it's about, man. Getting that W, getting that win. That's all that matters. So yeah, Jay, man. Tomorrow I start my working out, man. I'm gonna try to do some videos. I'm gonna try to get my tripod out, and it's gonna be embarrassing tomorrow, man. I'm gonna I'm gonna put my tripod and I'm gonna show me trying to do push-ups, and you're gonna see my stomach hanging over. Oh man, it's gonna be crazy. Nah, nah, nah. I'm just gonna ease into it, man. Now, if it's something like this, if it's cold like today, I probably ain't gonna go. If it's that cold, I'm not going out there in that cold weather like that. So once it gets to be warmer, I'll go out. But any day now, and then it's not just cold. It's windy outside. That's like I be doing donuts or whatever he be. Yeah, he be doing donuts out there. So 9 plus 7 is 16. Oh, now it's raining hard. I mean, now it's snowing hard. It's actually, you can see the flurry. It's actually snowing. Oh, man. Who's the only true freshman quarterback in the last 50 years to win the game? Terrell Pryor. Man, Terrell Pryor was a fighter, man. 6'6", 230. He was a fighter. Terrell Pryor was a fighter, but when he got to the NFL, he couldn't throw the ball. See, the momentum of this game has changed a lot. Yeah, this game has slowed down a lot, and the momentum has changed. Ohio State has taken over the momentum. Here, you got your Christmas shopping finished yet? All right, let me see. Hmm. Okay. But yeah, next Saturday we gotta play Indiana. I can't wait because Indiana's been running up so much. Well, mostly the coach. So the field is pretty white. You can see the accumulation of snow. Okay. Tate got a touchdown. I'm happy for Tate, man. Tate's a really good guy. Tate deserves all the success that comes to him. He was wide open. Man, they were that concerned about Jeremiah Smith that they left him wide open. That's wow. All right, where we at? Where we at? Yeah, I told you, man. OSU is just. It's no way that this OSU team is gonna lose, man. This team is too good. It's too good of a team. Yeah, but it's not over yet, though. But as long as we could kind of have the run game going, and then we got the quarterback. I mean, we got the receivers going. We're in good shape. We're in really good shape. Yeah, Aaron. Aaron gets in. Aaron gets all emotional, man. Aaron's ready to fight somebody over Ohio State. Is this the right station? San Francisco, Seattle. What the heck? I never changed this. I never changed the network. Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? What the? What the? How do you get out of this? That's wild. Oh, okay. Cancel recording. That's crazy. It started to record. No, Aaron, I'm just saying, Aaron, you know, Aaron, you got strong. Not to say you're scared. I'm just saying you got, you got emotional with people. I mean, I know it's all in good humor, but nah, man, this OSU team, it's got too many weapons on both defense and offense, man. This is a national championship uh three-peat team, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, the field's covered in snow. It's crazy. So yeah, it's 24-9, and actually, oh man, Jay, you're funny, man. You're a funny guy, Jay. Man, we had a good team, man. Me, Aaron, Jay, Tayo. Tayo's at work. I talked to him. I talked to him. I think he hit me up or something. I can't remember, but he said he's gonna watch the game at his job. He has to go to work today. So okay, 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Michigan's starting to get tired. He dropped that 23 from Michigan. Dropped that pass. Michigan's starting to get tired. Oh, brought him down. That was nasty. That was nasty. Yeah, my neck. I woke up pretty much on the wrong side. My neck is kind of it's a little sore, kind of. Ah, man, my neck is pretty sore. Maybe Ohio State may get more than 30. I was wrong. I predicted 24, 27. I think I said something like that. But actually, yeah, Michigan don't have any. They don't have any playmakers. That's a problem for Michigan. They don't have any guys that could actually um, really get in the end zone. They got in there one time, but they just don't have they just don't have enough to keep up with Ohio State, and it's just that simple. So, and Jay, it's on a commercial right now. Had to turn on the fan. Had to turn on the fan, man. It's kind of getting a little drowsy. Hey guys, I got a phone call. I'll be right back. Ah, man. I don't know what's going on, man. Oh, man. And you said the Holy Ghost intervened. Wow. It's not. Hold on. But yeah, I just take that call. But yeah, man, like I said, Michigan, they came out and and played the hardest, but they just don't have the firepower. Um, they were pretty physical today, actually. They they've made it pretty hard on our guys, and next week when we play Indiana, that's going to be another physical game. But I don't think Indiana has the firepower to to beat Ohio State. I believe Indiana probably is better than Michigan, so that game should be probably closer. But I just think Ohio State's going all the way this year. I don't see why they wouldn't. But but Aaron, man, you should be good, man. We got this game, bro. Ohio State's got this game, man. Ohio State's got this game. Now, if you take away number 25, I mean, he really moved the ball. He really moved the chains, and he really put us in position. So it was a good effort, man. I mean, to me, it was a good team effort, and man, it's snowing hard. Hey Jay, you watching the game? Look how hard it's snowing. Michigan fans are idiots, man. Look at them. Look at those people in the snow like that. Unbelievable. Oh yeah. So the championship. Uh, no, thanks for letting me know it's back on. Looking around again. Yeah, Jay. It's the fourth quarter. It's 15 more minutes left in the game. It's still 24 to 9, and Michigan might score a touchdown to get 16, and then that's probably going to be it. OSU is probably going to score to get 31. Oh, Jackson. Hey man, Jackson for MVP. I picked Jackson for the MVP, the most valuable player of the game. Jackson has definitely, he's definitely, yeah. You see all that snow on the ground? So Jay, how many channels have you? How many places? How many stops have you ran through today? 4 or 5? Dang, 6? Man, who's number 32? Wasn't that was that he eating snow? Number 32. That was Travion Henderson's number 32. Man, Jackson, man. What did they feed Jackson before the game, man? They must have gave that guy. They gave him some Wheaties or something, man, because this guy won't stop running the ball. It's good. It's probably it might be Jay. By the time the game is over, it might be 10. It might be 10 stops. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, he had 100 yards today as a freshman. I think it said the first freshman runner to get 100 yards against Michigan. So we got 9 minutes left in the game. Well, we know for sure our run game is equal to our receiver game. So Bojack. Nah, hey man, he did good. He did good today, man. Jackson, he gets a leaf on the helmet today, most definitely. I mean, I don't know how many they give for one game, but he definitely gets a leaf on the helmet, man, because he got us in great field position to where we can get the ball to Tate or Smith. You said you cooked on 12 channels. Wow. But yeah, that's how it be like, man. Whenever you try to watch it on YouTube, it's a pain in the you know what when you have to keep on clicking different channels and oh man, oh man. I guess the Michigan people gave up, man. I guess they gave up hope that they'll be beating Ohio State this year, or they would play the play the role of spoiler. I guess that's what happened. But yeah, guys, we at the 2 hour and 41 minute mark. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Thank you guys for tuning in to Time for a Change, the Sports Edition. The hostess with the mostest, your man Mike. We got Jay and Aaron in the chat. Ohio State is in cruise control. Michigan can't advance the ball. I don't know where that runner for Michigan was. I don't know what happened to him today. Did he forget that a game was being played today? Did he call off like Nico did for UCLA? Where's he at? I mean, time to start looking to next week against Indiana. With that game, I think it's just going to be just like this game. I just think Indiana's more physical. They're a lot more physical. And we're going to see. We're going to see next week what Indiana's made of because we already trashed Indiana last year. So we're going to see. We will see. But yeah, I pretty much was right. I I picked like about I think I said like 25, 16. I think I kind of predicted that, about that. Um, I think Michigan's going to get a score. I believe they're going to get a score. One more. I don't know if OSU is going to let them score, willingly let them score, but I just believe because it's in their home arena, they're going to get one more touchdown, and it's going to be about 16. So I kind of was, I kind of was a pretty good estimate about what would the score be. Oh man, my neck is. Damn, I guess I slept wrong last night. Man. I was twisting and turning last night. I was twisting and turning last night. But yeah, anybody want to come up outside of Jay and Aaron? Anybody want to recap this game? Talk football? Talk NFL? We got about another. I'll probably be on here for another hour. I try to keep, when we go live for the game, so no one else is. I guess YouTube, man, they shut everybody down, man. That's crazy. YouTube sent their police squad out and they took everybody down. You know what I mean? That's crazy. YouTube locked up everybody today. Wow, wow, that's something else. That's something else. Wow, man, he was scrambled eggs, man. You know what? I know what I'm gonna call that video. I know what I'm gonna call that video. I just gotta go back and I'm gonna try to have it up by tomorrow. It just came to me right there. Hey, I'm your time for change, man. But yeah, we try to keep the live streams when we watch the games, about under 4 hours. That's a long time. But I try to at least at least 3 hours and at least 3 hours and 30 minutes. I try to keep it to about that. But yeah, Jay, I appreciate the support, Jay. Aaron, I appreciate the support. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got a lot more work to do. Between now and the championship game. So, oh yeah, that's what forgot to talk about. So yeah, the championship game is gonna be down here in Miami Gardens, where the Dolphins play. That's the championship game. That's where it'll be held at. And it's crazy because that's where I started my YouTube channel like 4 years ago. That's where I started my channel when I went to the outside the arena the night before the game, and I was walking around with the camera. Yeah, that's crazy. Like that's how I started my channel. Like as far as like you know big talk, whatever. I mean, well, yeah, I gotta look into everything. It's so much going on down here. I mean, right now, like I said, you got the Inter Miami. They're going for a championship. Then you got the Heat are back. The Miami Heat are back. The Miami Heat might go to the finals this year. I mean, it's too early to tell, but the way how things are looking with this new lineup we have, the Heat are back. The only team that's really down and out is the baseball team. And the Dolphins. The Dolphins are down and out. So um if Michigan scores one more game, if Michigan could score one more field goal, or kick it or run it, I think I wouldn't call that. I won't say a blowout. I would say, I guess it was a blowout, but I don't know. I don't know. 16-25 is, to me, that's not a blowout, but I would say maybe they got dominated. You know, pretty much. The only team that I fear, oh, Kirby Smart. Kirby Smart. That's the only team that I fear is Georgia, because they have Kirby Smart. And in my opinion, Kirby Smart is the best coach. He's been the best coach since Saban. So I fear I fear Alabama. I mean, I fear Georgia. And honestly, I fear Alabama too, to be truthfully honest. Texas A&M, I'm gonna have to look at their tapes, but I don't know if we would actually. play them, but Texas A&M, I think they're undefeated. I don't know if they're undefeated or not. I don't know. But yeah, those are the teams because I think Georgia is still the best team in the SEC. That's my opinion. Georgia, Alabama. I don't know how good Texas A&M is. I really don't know. I've seen some of their highlights, but my question will be, who have they really played? You know what I'm saying? Like, who have they played that makes them some type of number three powerhouse team? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't. I don't think that Texas A&M is all that. But that's my opinion. Definitely not over. Definitely not over Georgia and Alabama. Heck nah. 5 more minutes left in the game, guys. I'll be right back. I'll be back in like 30 seconds. All right, Jay, no problem, man. Yeah, I'll hit you up. I'll hit you up in a little bit. I appreciate the support. Sorry about that, guys. Sometimes in life, you gotta just roll with the punches. You know, sometimes in life, you know, you're not gonna understand how things go, but you just gotta just keep going for it. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. But it was a good live stream today, and it was an even better victory for Ohio State. Ohio State handled this game like it was a home game. You would have thought that Ohio State was at home. Everybody played hard. Jeremiah Smith came in, kicked the door down. Jackson ran the ball really well. Tate did good. It was a great team win. And we're going to try to do it again next Saturday. It'll be an even better live stream. We're going to have more information. And that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. Well, the game is over. I was just looking at the celebration. So they're doing the interviews right now. The interviewing the quarterback for OSU. The interviewing Tate. They got an OSU Santa Claus. Wow. 27-9 in the big house. Oh my God. I don't even think I don't even think I had the whole. I don't even think I had the. Wow. As he says, amazing, amazing. I just realized that just now. Wow. God help me. God help me. God help me. God help me. Exactly. IBA, Preppy. Yeah, that was a good victory. I'm looking at the after game comments. What you thought about the game at IBA Preppy? What score would you give Ohio State? Would you give Ohio State an A plus, A minus, B plus? What score would you give Ohio State? Well, I'm gonna give Ohio State. I'm giving Ohio State an A plus because it was on the road and it was in a big house. They haven't beat Michigan in many years, so I'm giving Ohio State an A plus. I feel like that was a really good performance. So I'm giving Ohio State an A plus. That's just what it is. But we're gonna be here next week. We're gonna go ahead and be here for the Indiana game. So you guys want to come back next week, and we're gonna go and do it all again and get this Big Ten championship since we haven't got the Big Ten championship in several years. So that's what it is. But yeah, guys, it's at the 3 hour and 22 minute mark. Thank everybody who came out today, who participated in the live stream. It was good to see at IBA Preppy. It looks like they came in and then they bounced, but I appreciate that comment at the end. And I'm going to leave it open. I'm going to leave the floor open for another 10 minutes if anybody wants to come through and have a conversation. My house is your house. It's time for a change, baby. So it looks like they roll to the TCU game, and I think it's Cincinnati versus TCU. Both teams are not ranked, so it's not really a big deal. Oregon's playing Washington. Grambling State is playing Southern. LSU's playing Oklahoma. Boston College is playing Syracuse. So those are all the games that come on at 3:30. But yeah, I'm just so happy that Ohio State beat Michigan this year, and Ohio State took care of business. Ohio State took care of business. So with that said, I'm about to get up off of here and finish my Saturday task. And boy, this has been an interesting Saturday, to say the least. But champions are made every day, and I'm the biggest champion here. But yeah, guys, it's time for a change. Shouts out to everybody who came through today. We had a good stream. The channel is growing, and we out. We'll see you next week for the Ohio State versus Indiana game. Peace. Peace.